Hey guys, Krzysztof the Polish Geek and welcome to another movie review. And this is first movie of 2024. Yeah, like I reviewed already 2 movies, but Academy of Mr. Kleks had like an early 2023 release, and Silent Night on the other hand was also technically a 2023 movie. So The Beekeeper is officially the first movie of 2024 that I'm reviewing, and I have to say the movie was plenty of fun and I really had a blast and I really enjoyed the movie. Although this is very much a type of movie that you really have to turn off your brain to just enjoy it, because there is lots of awesome but over-the-top action, and there is plenty of suspension of disbelief. So if you're the type of person that very much wants logic in their movies, then this is most certainly not a movie for you. But if you're just someone who is just looking for an entertaining action flick, then this is very much a movie for you. The story is about this guy, Adam Gray, who lives somewhere in the middle of nowhere in the state of Massachusetts, and he's very close with his neighbor, an elderly woman, and how suddenly her computer gets hacked and she suddenly loses all of her finances and money, that part of it she wanted to donate to charity, and as a result she takes her own life, while Adam embarks on a revenge quest, and the rest of the movie is mostly just really entertaining but mindless action of Adam brutally killing the people responsible for the death of his neighbor. And also I think that this is really where comes actually a problem of the movie, and the major problem for me at least is that we don't really get to see the relationship between Adam and his neighbor. Like we get a few lines of how much he was close with her and how much he liked her and how much she meant to him and how close he was with her, but that's pretty much it. I really think it would be very beneficial for the movie if like the first 15 minutes or so were devoted to showing us more of a relationship between Adam and his neighbor. And while I very much think the reason it was done is because clearly the creators assumed that the audience wanted to get to action right away, considering that this is an action movie. But for me at least, it would be very beneficial if we got to see a lot more of the relationship between Adam and his neighbor, because that would also make his revenge quest much more emotional. And there is also another really interesting point and a really unique thing this movie has done that I also really wish has been elaborated on more. Because because of course, as Adam is embarking on revenge and brutally killing all those people responsible for the death of his neighbor, FBI of course is chasing him, and this movie is another one of those movies where we have a hero who exacts vigilante justice, but also FBI that tries to do justice too, but through the legal way. And here is a really interesting plot point, because the leader of the FBI in this movie is actually a daughter of the neighbor. And I think that this is a really interesting plot point that I really wish was delved deeper into, because if you think about it, that daughter is basically forced to protect the people that are responsible for her mother's death. And while it does actually get brought up and plays a key moment at the end of the movie, this is pretty much the only time this actually gets brought up. But for the most of the movie, I don't think, if she wasn't the daughter of that neighbor, I don't think the story would particularly change much. Which I think is a shame, because as I said, I think this is a very interesting plot point that could totally be delved deeper into. But that's really as far as my problems with the movie would get, because other than that, I think the movie was really good, full of lots of awesome spectacular action and really awesome fight scenes and all. And I do think Jason Statham, the guy who portrays Adam Gray, also does a phenomenal job as the protagonist. And if I'm being honest, most of the actors, I don't think they are particularly doing a good job. Like, most of the performances aren't particularly memorable, if I'm being honest. But then again, this is not the type of movie where you really seek particularly good performances. Overall, for me at least, The Beekeeper was a real blast and a really entertaining movie full of spectacular action and awesome fight scenes and a really cool badass hero. Again, but this movie, as I already said, requires loads of suspension of disbelief. So, if you want a movie that actually makes sense and uses logic, then this is most certainly not a movie for you. But if you just want a pure fan action flick, then I very much recommend The Beekeeper. Overall, I really enjoyed The Beekeeper, and I'm really happy that the first movie of 2024 is a very good movie, and I had a real blast watching it. So, thank you for checking out this video. Press the like button, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you soon in another video. Talk to you later, bye!